Jim, congratulations. You predicted before the game it'd be a real battle this afternoon, and you were proved right. Stalybridge put up a real fight.
Yeah, I think they've got energy in the side. They've got a good outlet. They have a bit of flexibility across the defence and midfield to play either 4 or 5 with the likes of Chalmers and Wizzo. So no, we're very, very competitive today, and they'll dust themselves down and be a little bit disappointed that for a few moments there they could have got something out of the game.
You got off to a great start, didn't you? Perfect start, really. Did you feel you needed that second goal in the first half, though?
No, I think I wanted the lads to start well. I kind of said it in the room about wanting to really start on the front foot and, if you like, get that early goal and make it a tactical problem for them in terms of their back five. But I felt that we looked jaded. There's quite a few players, and then when you find out one of them has been working this morning and. But we've got part-time players, and you've got to understand that they've got jobs. They're going down to Brackley on a Tuesday night. The recovery strategies are not as good as they could be for part-time players. But
and you said they looked tired Thursday as well, some of them.
Yeah. I thought on Thursday, and maybe we stopped early. Right. Good intensity to the training, but I thought, well, some of the lads looked like it's a bit like hard work, and the smiles dropped off the faces, and we felt like they were starting to hook. So we dropped the training a little bit and went back to doing set plays, which was again important today. But no, like I said, I'm really respectful of part-time players. I've worked in the league and had some lazy professionals, but I'm never going to criticise a lad for being a bit tired if he's doing a shift all week at work and he's doing a shift all week for me. And I think that we've got some, you think about the level of professionals, we've got some great professionals here because they don't have 100% of their energy and time to devote to football, but they certainly give everything.
I thought what was interesting was when you've got that scenario and players do look tired, your substitutes are absolutely crucial. They were what seemed to freshen things up for you this afternoon. Of course, one of them got a goal. I think it's the 12th time you've had a substitute score this season. Yeah,
Jimmy was a little bit disappointed. Again, Rossi was ill, missed Thursday night, and I think that in midfield the other night we had the 3 midfielders, which gave us a nice strong barrier, and then the 3 forwards up front working together, one behind, one round the front. And we didn't really quite have that balance because Elliot wanted to go and get involved. And when he left the right side of the diamond, we kind of looked a little bit exposed on the left in terms of having an outlet on the right and defensively on the right. So we asked Jon to play out their second half, but the 4-2-3-1 looked like we were all miles away because we never really got the grips with Sefton Gonzalez. And when Lewis is doing a job for the centre half there and you're playing a 3-man midfield, then if they've got 3 and one's been used to help the defence, then there's always a chance that you could lose out. And we needed to correct that. So Jimmy Ball came on, put Rossi on, put Sam into midfield and gave us a bit more of a stronger midfield presence. And I think that sort of seen the game out well for us.
The penalty was the crucial goal. Should you have had a penalty earlier than that, though, when Sam Minihan went down in the box?
Yeah, I think there was, unfortunately, I'm going to have to do a report on Monday for the referee, because if you give him less than 60, you have to do a report. And he, by and large, he was managing the game quite well, but there were some major decisions there, and for me, it's a clear red card.
For the foul of Lloyd earlier.
Danny Lloyd's got behind the lad. Clumsy, doesn't really matter. He's in on goal, and the referee was indicating that there was some sort of covering player. But that was what the rules brought in for the red card, was that if you like that, I don't know why they call it a professional foul, because it's certainly not professional, but that deliberate foul on somebody to stop them scoring and obviously deny them the opportunity of a penalty.
So he's felt there was a genuine attempt to play the ball, you think?
It doesn't matter whether it's genuine. If it's a foul, it's a red card. So that was his first mistake. He lingered on that, and then Sam Minihan's gone down. Maybe that's maybe one you could give, probably. But Danny Lloyd's got in front of. I remember here, our points ratio would have been good enough for promotion if Danny Morton hadn't given a penalty away here in the last minute. And if you get in front of people, there's always a chance that they can be clumsy and bump you over. And I think that maybe the culmination of the referee's mind, I don't know what was in the referee's mind, only he knows, but I think perhaps it was a red. perhaps it was a penalty. So the next time you go down, I think he's going to give it. So they'll be disappointed because in its isolation, maybe they think it's a harsh decision. But when you put them 3 decisions together, we deserve more than what we got out of them 3 decisions, and we got the penalty. It was, they read Danny. It was a good goal. But after that, I think we needed to change tactically, and like I said, it was nice to get a 3rd goal. It
was, and I think also for it to be a set piece, I know how hard you work on set piece. It was a textbook corner, albeit with Scott Duxbury taking it.
Yeah, but this is what the biggest thing I give out to the players is that I'm having to do that for them. They're setting up with Scott Duxbury at left back, setting up with Kane Felix at the near post, Jimmy Ball on the edge, and I'm thinking to myself, hang on a second, we want a left footer swinging the ball in. I mean, Scott's deliveries against Halifax were excellent, and then he's got him on his coattails, because Scott, sometimes he snatches at his defensive deliveries because it's not always out with his feet properly, and that's something that we need to work on with his game. But in terms of dead ball, Scott's fantastic, and like I said, it was a great ball, and all Jimmy Ball has to do is what we ask of the centre forwards: step off your man, a little touch there. We said consistently that the corner should be delivered and the set play should be delivered in a fashion that allows the slightest of touches in as a goal. If you like, an easy ball to score from and a hard ball to defend. The simple principles, but what was really disappointing, like I said, going back to it, is that I'm having to come out and shout and get Scott Duxbury to go all the way over there, Elliot to get in his position to keep the 2 lads out the hole, Kane Felix for some reasons on the keeper, get them to swap roles, and I'm delighted that I played my part in that. Perhaps I deserve the assist for that, but no, but like I said, and that was really, really important because credit to Stalybridge, because although they're down there, they're not a beaten side, and even at 2-1 they weren't beaten, and I think that even then there was always a chance that they could get something. But when we the 3rd goal gave us that little bit of breathing room to consolidate our shape, the extra players coming on, a little bit of energy, and I think we've seen the game out quite well. But there was a period of 20 minutes in the first part of the second half where I think it was anybody's game, and that was disappointing.
Well, it's a terrific result today, 3 points. And what about the week ahead? You talked about the players being tired, you talked about recovery time. How's the week ahead look for you?
Yeah, it's a difficult one because, we've got the Wednesday night game. I mean, the FA, the Cheshire FA want us to treat this as a first team fixture, but it's quite clear that this won't be a first team fixture because Crewe don't play the first team fixtures on a Wednesday, their under 23s do. So in that sense, it's a disappointment that they play on a Wednesday. Obviously, when we had it here, we insisted on playing on a Tuesday because we've got part-time players and that's their work nights. So we have to manage Wednesday quite well and then balance off. And we have to understand at this stage now, the FA Trophy, the Cheshire Senior Cup are low priority. It's all about a good recovery on Tuesday, game preparation for FC United and Alfreton coming up, and then like I said, we just need to tidy ourselves up, get a good recovery this week, and I expect a far more energetic and purposeful performance for us next week.
Really looking forward to it. Well done today.
Thanks so much.